Yes, people, you don't know we're back again at the Last of the Real podcast, Jamaica's #1 podcast. And you know what it is? It's Zane and the People's Choice.
You don't know what JRP in the building, you know.
Which is right. But JRP,
Wagwan.
you know what kind of weekend this weekend is, right?
Oh, Jesus, man. Oh, Jesus. The EPL is back, brother.
Back again, people. And what makes it even special, you know? It kicked off Friday and a week kicked it off, you know? Arsenal versus Crystal Palace.
And this time we never have a head down, you know, because this time we win.
Oh God, man, this time my blood pressure did alright. Are the best way to start the season, man. Especially when you are the first kickoff.
I mean, all Arsenal fan blood pressure supposed to alright.
Yeah, may I tell you, it was a way better performance against Crystal Palace.
Yes.
And Brentford last season.
Yes. Because last season Crystal Palace beat we at their place, right? It was a 3-0.
And we barely get a draw at our place at the last minute.
Yeah. And the likes of Ben White managing to keep William Zaha silent for majority of the match.
And you know Zaha, one of the Premier League's most trickiest player.
Yes, man. Not one of the top wingers in the Premier League, man. And the Ben White can manage to do that. And this was a Ben White that was playing in the right back position, filling in. And he did a good job. It wasn't a great job. It wasn't like spectacular, but he did a job.
Yeah, he put in a shift.
Man. And the entire team put in a shift as well.
Yeah, man. I mean, while with the start was amazing, the first 20 minutes, we should have been up by 2.
Yes, man. With that intensity, we should have easily scored 2 or 3 goals. Yeah. Crystal Palace was there for the taking, but for some reason, we jack back and they will start letting Crystal Palace back into the game. And even before that own goal by Crystal Palace, I mean, they were pretty much applying the pressure.
Yeah. It's like we can see why we need some more signings. We need a little bit, more squad depth.
Yes, because when you look on the bench, there wasn't much you could pick from apart from El Neni, who could have come in and break up tackle and pass the ball, and that was pretty much it.
That was it. So
that much it. So we need squad depth, but good job by Arteta and good job by the team.
Yeah, man, and I mean the player I was really impressed with was Saliba.
Yes, man, those loan spell out did wonderful for him.
I mean, you can see why he broke into the French national team.
Easily. You remember fans were on Arteta back when we needed a centre back, and when the previous season was starting, and then send him back on loan. Many fans were complaining and saying that seem like Arteta doesn't like this guy, and the world works, but
there was a method to the madness.
This was it, and peeps, it's just one game in, but that was a very encouraging performance.
Yeah, man.
So, on to the next match against Everton.
It's Everton next.
Yes.
No. Leicester is next one.
Oh, sorry about that. Leicester, yes. Leicester always tricky. But
Leicester
can get one over
them. Team, man. But we're not going to dwell too much on Arsenal, because we're going to jump and look on one of the biggest surprises of the weekend.
Apart from Man U losing.
Fulham. No, Man U was inevitable. Liverpool drawing 2-2 against Fulham. What happened there, Liverpool fans? That was unexpected. I mean, Liverpool had to come twice from behind? I honestly thought Liverpool was going to steamroll Fulham 4-0.
Yes. It was a much improved performance by Fulham. You see Mitrovic? Mitrovic look like him then at the gym and work out. Yeah, man.
The man looked like him up for the fight this season.
Yes,
remember,
man.
Fulham was a yo-yo team, man.
The previous season, when Fulham was up, it was totally complete chaos. I mean, like every week you see a different set of defenders in the back line.
Yes.
They didn't have anyone supporting Mitrovic up top, but this time around it looked more of a solid all-around unit.
Yeah, man, them look really good. And you know who surprised me? Reed.
Reed, yes.
This man looked like a top quality baller in the Fulham team. Yet when him play for the Reggae Boys, it's like him come from down at the Red Stripe Premier League.
He'd have forgot to say and disrespect all the Red Stripe Premier League.
Well, say Premier League look better than him.
He'd have forgot to say you're gone too far now.
But you know, this is just a blip for Liverpool still, because I don't see this being a consistent result.
No,
not with the firepower they have.
No, not with the likes of Salah and Diaz and those persons. But question, can Fulham keep it up? That's the thing.
This draw still enough, even though it was a draw, will give them motivation to go up against like mid-table teams and lower teams with them.
Yeah, that's so true.
So they can possibly stay up. But another shock for the weekend still enough. The most so-called underprepared team for the season was Bournemouth. And everybody have Aston Villa scoring a load of goals against them. And you see what happened? Bournemouth turn up and turn them over.
Once again, Aston Villa has failed. This inconsistency about them. Quality players, but just failed to turn up. The best player on the night in the Aston Villa shirt was Leon Bailey. And I'm not saying that he himself was spectacular or anything like that, but he was the one that if anything should happen, it would be him, because no one else in the Aston Villa shirt was doing much.
No, he was the best player in a poor performance.
Yeah, and the most advanced player in a Aston Villa shirt as well.
Yeah, because I mean, even Scott Parker, the new Bournemouth manager, said that they're not prepared for the season. So to turn up against Villa and put in a display like this, if Fulham join against Liverpool, is gonna give them some form of encouragement.
This is a bigger one.
Oh gosh, man, Bournemouth is going to be up for the fight.
Definitely. Looking to see what's next. You know, this is another promoted side. Right. So we are looking to see how consistent they can be.
Well, the problem is, Bournemouth's next game is against Manchester City. So it might be like a wake-up check when they play City.
I mean, Fulham almost pull it off against Liverpool. What if Bournemouth can almost do something? So we just have to wait next week and see.
That is the joy of the EPL, the unpredictability. Anything is possible.
Yeah, you're so right, Zane.
Anything is possible. But that is two of the new boys, the newly promoted teams. The next one was Nottingham Forest, and they
wasn't so lucky.
No. They played a Newcastle team that defensively, people are saying they're the 7th best defense in the league, which arguably I could say 6. And I'll tell you whose place they took over. We already know whose place they took over.
I mean, Zane, with the likes of Maxima, Wilson, Almiron, I mean, attacking wise, this was possible too much for Nottingham Forest, and it's sure.
It definitely sure.
It's sure. I'm not saying Nottingham Forest is a bad side.
No,
we did see some level of positive from them, but this was a Newcastle team that was just too much for them.
And the thing is, Forest had to make a lot of changes when they came up in the league.
Yes.
Right. So we can see that Forest is definitely going to try and go for it.
Definitely.
But this Newcastle team was just too much for them on the day.
Yes, and I mean the standout player on the day was Trippier.
Yeah,
the man was just outstanding.
Yeah, man. I mean, even though he used to be a Spurs player, I will say he's a good defender. Yeah, man,
solid.
Props.
Doing good things in a Newcastle side.
No, speaking about Spurs player, we could look on the Tottenham game now because Tottenham really look up for the fight this season.
I mean, they blow away Southampton.
Which, I mean, they have a good record against Southampton. So
especially Harry Kane.
And no, that was the surprise that Harry Kane wasn't on the score sheet.
Son as well.
Yeah.
I think this possibly maybe the very first time Son and Kane have been scoring a Tottenham win.
I think so, you know.
Somebody need to look up that stat.
Yeah, man, we need to hey, people, if you're listening, please look up the stats and leave a comment on it. Because we need to know.
Yeah, man, apart from Southampton getting one back, and we all know who scored that goal, who the free kick specialist himself.
I think he's probably easily one of the best free kick specialists in the league. I would say even ever, you know. Yeah, man, when I put him up there as being one of the best free kick specialists in the league ever.
We say better than Beckham.
Up there with Beckham.
Okay, up there with Beckham.
Yeah, man, up there with Beckham. No.
But it was a good win by Tottenham. You know, it painful to say that, but yes, they will be can we say a force to reckon with this season? Can we say that?
Well, let me see after the Chelsea game because
that should be a good one.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
We're tipping to win that.
Honestly, to how Chelsea are playing, even though we soon touch on them, I'm gonna go with Spurs.
I lean towards Spurs too.
It's hard to say that still, you know.
Chelsea, just beat them, please.
Just draw. Just draw and done. But yo, the escape artist from last season, Leeds United.
Okay, Leeds.
Yeah, man, Leeds United. They took on Wolves, and honestly, that game wasn't that exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I thought Wolves would have turned in a better performance.
Same here as well.
Bamford did look sharp.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Wolves defense, they look good. Not the Wolves defense, the Leeds defense, they look good. Bamford look sharp.
Mm-hmm.
But Wolves, man like Neto and Prudence.
Neto was lively.
He was he showed some good skills, some good tricks.
He was lively on the night.
But other than that, other than the skills and the tricks, the cutting edge wasn't there.
But you see, this is the thing now. On paper, Wolves have a good side, you know. They have a good side, but they're another team that are a little bit too inconsistent as well. They will turn up, win next week, turn up, possibly get a draw.
Honestly, I think since Nuno left Wolves have yet to find their footing.
Maybe they need to call him back.
I think so. That wouldn't be a bad decision. No, the team we just talked about taking on Spurs on the weekend.
It's
Chelsea. Yeah, they faced Everton in their curtain kickoff. And surprisingly enough, you know, I think this was the first time they beat Everton in a curtain raiser.
Okay.
In I think they said like 3 games. I mean, Everton,
but Everton
had a lot of injuries.
Bogey side that 10 powers knocked Chelsea.
Yeah. And honestly, if they had their full quartet, like if Calvert-Lewin was there, they would have given Chelsea problem because that was what Everton was missing in that game, that cutting edge.
Yeah, Chelsea didn't offer anything much, even though they came out 1-0 winner on the night from a penalty converted by Jorginho.
No, what do you think of that penalty? Because I think that was kind of dodgy. It was a soft penalty.
It kind of dodgy, but these are the things that happen at a time when your side just need the win, and Chelsea just needed something going because on paper Chelsea have a lot of talented players, but for some reason on the field, it just not work really.
On paper, you know, Chelsea's team is up there with the City and Liverpool, you know.
But it not working. But question, right? Touching back on Everton, will they escape the relegation judgment this season? Can Lampard
honestly,
this team up?
if their players, especially their star players, when I go call man like Calvert-Lewin, the Dele Allis, even the Iwobis, if they don't start contributing some goals, because Richarlison gone now, no?
Man, it's been a while since Dele Alli contribute anything.
Nearly a year. Nearly a year now, Dele Alli not score. So if those three players can't come good, or Everton getting some players in the window, I can see them going down.
What about Demarai Gray?
Honestly, he's one of the better players on the team. Demarai Gray and is it Dewsbury Hall? Yeah, them are two of the better players on the team. And even in that game, Demarai Gray still didn't look like he had that cutting edge to break Chelsea's defense.
But it's been a while now since Everton team struggling, even with different money, even with some of the best managers.
Some of the best managers, some of the most money spent.
This Everton team just seem to can't, Everton on our whole, not the team. Everton on our whole just seem to can't just turn things around.
No, it's like, when you're stuck in the mud and you try to get a foot and you just slip.
Yeah.
That's what Everton seems like to me.
Yeah. I would want them to get relegated, to be honest, but make us see.
Everton, they feel like, they belong in the Premier League. So to see them get relegated, it's rough. And Chelsea though, they need somebody to score goals for them.
Who?
Apparently they want Aubameyang. Yeah, so as an Arsenal fan, I don't know how I feel about that. I know it's business at the end of the day.
If Chelsea wants somebody to score goals, they can easily look over Manchester. There's a striker over there by the name of Ronaldo that needs a new team. Yeah. Desperately need a new team.
Now, speaking of Ronaldo, I could jump on his team, because that right there, my gosh.
The man was on the bench today.
Yeah? The man was on the bench.
Question? Yeah. Was it because he wasn't playing too much preseason, or because he cut out from one of the preseason matches? Half time and go.
Yeah, man. That was his punishment.
That was his punishment.
Yeah, honestly, if Ten Hag had another choice, he wouldn't have even put him on the bench.
Alright.
But because he didn't have a choice, he needed someone attacking on the bench. That's why he was there.
No fan can come out and side with Ronaldo and that. And he wasn't the only one. Because if you're doing pre-season and the match not done yet, and you come off, why you don't want to leave?
Yeah, you support the team.
You support the team nonetheless.
You see, the prima donna drama, it's following him too much.
Or is it a case where Ronaldo does look away out? Because it's fair to say he has been professional throughout his career.
No, you have a point,
he always show that level of professionalism, always want to play, always have the hunger for winning and them sort of things. So if you see Ronaldo do this, even though a pre-season, it just seems uncharacteristic out of place.
And I'm say I have a point though. He's not the only person that felt like the situation at Manchester United was toxic. We hear the same thing from Alexis Sanchez when he went there.
And Sanchez said the first day of him want to tore up his contract.
Yeah. And look how things play out with Pogba. So something is deeper at Manchester United than just Ronaldo and the whole wants to leave and leaving at halftime.
Yeah.
But even without Ronaldo though, don't you think they should be beating a Brighton team?
As much Zane, I respect Brighton and Graham Potter, because I call him the Harry Potter to the Premier League.
Well, the man are working magic right now.
Brighton always seem to punching above their weight. But fully agree, I did expect Manchester United to beat Brighton, not easily,
but at least get a win.
At least get that win.
And you know why I agree with you? Say Brighton is punching above their weight now. The first game of the season is against Manchester United. New manager with a new manager bounce, right? New defenders.
Yes.
And you have lost 2 of your best
at home. At home.
You Brighton lost 2 of your best players in Bissouma and Cucurella.
Yeah.
And to still turn up and not just scrape a victory but beat Manchester United convincingly.
Yes, very convincingly.
Yeah, man, they're punching above their weight, and Brighton is never going to be in a relegation problem. Not once they play like this.
Like I said, Graham always seems to find the best out of these players.
And he did it again. So
yeah, he did it again. So the question now is that what's next for Manchester United, because their next match is Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford no play.
Yes, after that they follow it up with Liverpool. So possible you could see that Man U may very well lose 3 matches and they go and maybe sit in relegation. Possibly not.
Well,
possible.
It happened to us last season, so anything is possible, don't it?
Yeah, anything possible.
No, as you talk about Brentford, that was one of the more interesting games of the weekend.
Them and Leicester.
Yes, man. Because Leicester had them 2-0. Leicester was leading 2-0.
Yeah, man.
And Brighton, Brentford, them never give up the fight. Honestly.
They were back in.
Ivan Toney again. Honestly, still, you know what's surprising? A bigger team, like a top 6 team, didn't come in for Toney. Because he's a good striker,
Remember last season I was speaking on this, that will they manage to keep the likes of Toney? And surprisingly, they did. The other question that was floating around is that what will happen when Eriksen leave? Because when Eriksen came in, the attacking threat Brentford went up.
Yeah, substantially.
And the likes of Toney was living off that significantly. Now that him leave, possibly either see job, but hey, man, them turn up today.
Yeah, man,
them deliver.
Hard fought job.
Yeah.
No,
they're definitely sending a message that they're here to stay.
Is it that Brentford are, playing that good, or Leicester are just playing bad at the moment?
Yeah. You could say it's a two-sided sword.
True.
Two-sided sword in the sense that, yes, Leicester have been playing very suspectful.
Yeah, they've been suspect.
I mean, when Vardy came back late in the season, last season, you see a different Leicester team. Even though he was in the side today, Leicester just couldn't get going. And
honestly, I think with Kasper Schmeichel leaving as well, it's gonna take their new number 1 Ward it's gonna take him some time to find his footing.
Yeah.
Because
wasn't the
Schmeichel's been a rock.
Wasn't the introduction he needed?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes sometimes. You just have to baptism by fire and move on.
Yeah, man came right into the fire.
No, the last game of the weekend, we talk about baptism. City versus West Ham and the baptism of Eric Haaland. Yo, what a boy, tough man.
Yo, Haaland is just very scary.
Strength, speed.
When he was at Borussia Dortmund playing in the Bundesliga, I know that Haaland have pace. I know that the guy fast, him strong people. But the speed we're in display I mean the speed in a like the turnover rate, like as the man just turn man.
So at the speed make him win the penalty, you know.
But the man accelerates so fast.
Yo, I'm not telling a lie. He is going to tear up the Premier
He's going
League.
to demolish records.
Yeah, man. City, boy. I mean, everybody knew how talented he was, but for City get him, you have to say well done to City. Well done to City.
And the thing about it could have been more goals, you know. It could have been more goals because you see the type of run he's making, but the City players are not picking him up. And that could be they're not used to playing him with as yet. This guy could have easily have 3 or 4 goals.
And that is it.
And I said it, you know. I said it. Even though in the Community Shield match, he did manage to create some chances against Liverpool. Imagine what he will do to the lesser team. I am not saying West Ham was a lesser team because I expected West Ham to put up much of a fight like they did last season. Yeah. West Ham is that team that when they turn up, they turn up. But today they didn't turn up.
Yeah, man, it was the Holland show to them, man.
It was like a practice match. I mean, West Ham did nothing. At one point, the substitute goalkeeper that came in had more touches than Antonio. The man was getting no service. West Ham just looked last. The tactics wasn't working.
Yeah, nothing about that go right for them today. And with a new striker, a hungry young striker up front, I guess they showed too much fear and too much respect to City, I think.
Yeah, and this was a City team that wasn't.
And it's a City
first
team
year,
they beat last year, no man.
First year.
Yeah, first year. They never came out of first year to be.
Yeah, City didn't have to do much, really.
Yeah, you see when Haaland come off, him never even lost sweat.
No, sweat. Yeah, I mean, all other 19 teams should be afraid.
Yeah, big time. And the next, like we say, his next opponent is against Bournemouth.
Why? The positive, Bournemouth managed to get a win and get 3 points on the board.
Yeah. So even if they do lose to City, they'll still be safe. Yeah, but if City win, right? If City win, City has an early mark kind of man.
Exactly. And people, we know that it's just one win for Bournemouth out of what? 37, right?
Yeah,
38, yes. 1 out of 38. But what we are saying is that you don't want to go to City and after losing your first match.
No, you can't go to City after losing your first match. You need some confidence.
And they got that confidence on the first one. We're not saying that them for just turn up to City and just roll over and just play dead. No. Turn up and fight.
I think that in a Bournemouth still enough.
But we know that they might get blown away. There's a high possibility they might get blown away.
Now, West Ham can get back on track, because their next opponents is Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
So West Ham have the opportunity for just dust it off and know say they just played the best team in the league. And that's behind them now. Look forward to the other 37 games.
Yes, I'm looking forward to see the Brighton and Newcastle match. That should be an exciting one.
Yes, 2 good defense.
Yes. Attacking wise as well.
Yeah, so next week it should be another interesting week. I'm not gonna lie, but as Arsenal fans, from Friday till next week Saturday, we'll be living it up. We'll be happy.
Living the dream.
What do you mean, living the dream? Yeah. But people who want the video get at least 50 likes, yeah? 50 likes. Leave who are your favorite football team. Matter of fact, leave your top 4 prediction. Who don't feel like I'm gonna make Champions League? Who don't feel like I'm gonna miss out?
Which is right. And people support it. This our other side to a podcast where we do an interview, we do other show, we do it now. We're back on the sports segment leading up to World Cup. Yes,
definitely. People. World Cup and beyond, you know.
World Cup and beyond. So support the thing and make the thing grow. Alright, peeps. Like what Zane said, make a prediction in the group. Even if you have a fantasy team as well.
Yeah, if you want some help with your fantasy team, you can reach out to us, Zane with a link and we'll help you.
Which is right. So peeps, soon again next week. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, man. Till then, walk good.
And good uplift will follow you. Well, they not follow man you.